one fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
Lucky 13! There it is, my...
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
We all wear masks in public. Every day is 1,000 little performances.
But some are more encompassing than others.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing. Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone. The Bat computer can intercept...
Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation. Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is. He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves?
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce,
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
How about we go back to my place?
oh,
I'll call my driver. Meet me outside?
well, since you put it like that, I never do this, you know.
You know, me neither.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead? Now, let's get started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham. Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Please, please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Mori. This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me. There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches at the very nature.
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
That drives you to distraction, rattling around like a rat in your skull.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Believe me, I know.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
They're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
But don't think you can just stall. I will get bored. You won't like that.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan. You're completely insane!
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage! The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city!
All you scum are the same. Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white. Allow me to broaden your spectrum. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Here you are, completely
Gordon,
at my mercy. Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day. Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Mori made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war. Why wouldn't you just let him die? Tight-lipped or empty-headed? How about I crack your skull open and find out? Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, what?
In the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler, with clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help, dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing. He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction, Miss...
A pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
Sounds like the expertise we need.
Keep that attitude and we'll get along just fine. We're not always welcomed with open arms. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He just suddenly, and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot.
Seems that way to me. We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
Things could have gone better.
That's an understatement. The GCPD don't have the to deal with maniacs like Riddler. They didn't back in the day, they don't now.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
I know it doesn't feel like it, Commissioner, but I'm here to help. Batman gets it. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Think you made a good impression, Batman? My boss isn't usually that nice.
I'd like to see her on a bad day.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos, the energy.
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you now.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. I'm not here to step on any toes. Treat me and my people like partners. Promise you'll share anything on the Riddler. You and me aren't gonna have any problems at all. That's all. I just wanted to let you know where I stand.
Full disclosure, Riddler left me this puzzle.
What is it?
I don't know yet. He said I had to solve it or people would get hurt.
Then you best get on it. Let's keep being honest with each other.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help. I need something cool.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work. Vicky Vale, aka Lady Arkham, driven to madness, leader of the Children of Arkham. latest models. No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. Absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that. It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Alfred, it's clearly a problem. You should get it looked at.
Well, as you say, Bruce, it'll pass.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights sites, decentralized accountability.
The information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new mission.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
We have a common enemy in the Riddler. That puts us on the same side.
You really are a different Batman these days, aren't you? Silver linings in all things.
Well, you warned me about keeping my paranoia down to acceptable levels. Thought I'd give it a try.
Yes, Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious?
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. Clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's hasn't cheese yet.
There's right engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Justice. How it relates to Batman, maybe. Lady Justice is blindfolded to show she's impartial.
She has eyes, although what?
So it's something else. He gave this to me at a casino. Card games. Maybe a jack. Specifically a one-eyed jack.
But he's on the card twice, showing both eyes. Besides, he can still see. So it's probably not that.
The eye of a hurricane.
The description helps. There were hard to imagine in key.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these... A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower and we'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and our stock price has doubled since you took the company back from Oswald Cobblepot. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your Bat-Tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast.
Tiffany?
Tip
Kyle.
Your first.
I just wanted to say hi to my boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
Someone here wants a raise.
She's already gunning for my job, Bruce. Can you believe it?
The hours you work? Not a chance. I actually have a life. Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look... You look...
I think the word you're looking for is badass.
No. That is definitely not what I meant.
I'm the resident badass around here. Thank you very much.
You just said that out loud.
See, Bruce? It's her first day, and I'm already embarrassing her.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Microwaves? That's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
I'll let him tell you himself, but, he hasn't been doing so great since the kidnapping last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, every now and then his, hands start shaking. I'd like him to see a therapist, but you know Alfred.
Well, maybe I can convince him. Catch you guys later.
Welcome, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Well, if she's anything...
She's better than...
Then, God.
Thinking about... Broach the subject. Puzzle will be a...
Shall we go?
Equipment we need us. Taking care of...
Mr. Wayne?
Yes?
I'm special agent.
Well, be in a bit. Office. For you, get done.
A few.
Worry. Start with...
For this visit, with his behavioral analysis. Try to ask it.
It's gonna take long. Not real.
I'm afraid to put up with... This off? Really? You?
I think so.
This year?
I don't know. 8?
Happy. Every through, don't know how. It were the most standing. Yet you so much you can tell them. Most people wouldn't be so charitable after.
How's it going down there?
Think you could bring...
Oh, just a second. Sorry about that.
I was sitting.
What is it you want?
He brought me in to draft a psych portrait. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Well, I'm sorry, I think you were in the wrong place. You see, I don't really consort with criminals. Or international terrorists, for that matter.
Really? Because our sources say otherwise. A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost with the city. Think of it, few
wouldn't go that far.
The criminal, they either that or play wrong.
I think it's John.
That it was staying where you from the sound of
killed me about
records were involved in
incident.
On men several.
There is.
Blame you, not scared. Just took up or heard from him. Maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
Did you emergency con? Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Not that. Why would he write down?
It's you're important.
Well, I haven't heard from him.
He's a part. Got a wall in the off to it. Face Arkham, you know, Gotham, Notor. All these connecting together like a web. You, my friend, are at the center. You who wants everyone to think there's such a god.
I'm sorry. Are you something? Should we be?
You wait. Maybe you don't. Or you're a criminal, like hero people think you.
Get out of my. That's an evacuation. Time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius! Lucius! No!
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you, I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey. Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain when my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his. And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me. For my own sanity.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
Odd, Bruce. What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Now, for that, we can all be grateful.
Ooh, you knew my father.
Whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Gonna bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I got it wrong, didn't I? Damn it!
Hey, keep it down.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right? hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you
just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time, but if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham. Sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zsasz. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? No, you're a man of your word.
I didn't agree to that. But you did help me out.
Friends look out for each other. Am I right?
And now, he's gone. A vital link in our chain has left us.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
Oh, I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, though I shouldn't be surprised.
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
Oh, you don't know how glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I've loved hearing all of it. Thank you. I've been struck.
Tell me where he is. I am not messing around, John.
Oh, Bruce, I missed your fire. I really did. Yeah, Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail. Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. Looks like gang activity's heating up along 43rd.
I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Sketchy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. Hey, if this leads, will have to eat her. Oh, buddy with her after I was out of earshot. About that puzzle from Riddler. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
Fine with me. Whatever gets results.
It's a man. Cross it, you stop being on the side of right. I was Give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. Now that this chick, let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with a gun getting down my casino.
Notify.
Just be careful. You moved her people into my downtown. Please or thank you. I tell you, authority, I'm gonna crack.
Let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy.
Let's see what we can learn. One's keeping a scrap.
Thane is...
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
It's...
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day. God.
One of his pupils fully dilated, the others contracted. A clear trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clear through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. One shoe, melted.
Like that poor Cinderella over
polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
We have a polarizing filter to reduce... We're going to have to... Masks. One missing a different facial feature.
They're missing their senses.
Like them.
You're right. There must be a connection.
There are bleeds.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Crossed him his fingers.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy. And no possible way to open it than solving his riddles.
It's an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Metal mesh walls. Riddler has converted this into a Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields, signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones are signals. Clever son of a bitch.
No glass over there. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. There's always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
The glass. It's...
So it is.
Won't budge. In place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside, standing on one foot to save the other, causing bad shit. When he exited the box, he tried to fire out but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
Hey, no matter how careful Riddler is, good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out. Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
I talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known. I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
Here. Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More sorry about.
He and his they don't see eye to eye. Like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky to kill.
Were closed. The portal was right at those monitors. It's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
Inside the box.
More monkey statues.
I'm to sense a theme here. An agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Waller, her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
There's a clue on the...
Can't hurt to look.
I'm giving you a chance. Your chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. Agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you meet 2 steps ahead. You go free. Get a consolation. At exclusive sneak all of your colleagues. Ovation.
Screw you!
He had the agent bound him.
In that cowl or something?
Something like that. All the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now what order happened in. Woke up here where his body cam fell off. He found he couldn't call for help. He saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself in a box. The agent's shoe by the murder box, so he opened in panic. He ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. He must have missed something crucial. From where he lost his shoe, Agent beat the walls. He opened one, but chose. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there his end. Though it's still unclear how and when it burst. The agent made mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he
could get Riddler. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy buy me more time to find next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last one in there is dead. Good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. Won't be able to do this without you, Jim.
Wow. When you bet. Let's win this game.
Rising, Batman. That's what that agent did. Up real good, you don't get a move on. I'm not kidding, man.
Can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
One it is, the correct save will have a phase with those senses removed.
I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you.
Wow. When you put it like that, let's win this game.
Rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message. See trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, no evil. Which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, correct safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that worth all this pain.
It It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. Radio signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't. For a brief second, their dull existences.
I'm clued on you, Riddler. Escaped your twisted puzzle. It's only a matter of time before I find you.
Time is one thing you don't have. I'm trying to get a handle on Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. All it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks. It wasn't always like this. The agency.
Yeah, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do. He's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. Don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind. You remember everything. Even the things you don't.
If you're trying to manipulate me, it's not.
I'm not trying to get in your head. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you did that for me, didn't you? When you did my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to set a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would...
You shouldn't have said his name, Riddler. I'll make you pay for what happened to Lucius.
That must be the guilt talking. After all, the poor man's death is on you. Look, he doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a fist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. On!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping from this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
You are your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
I mean, I was born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do without a...
wanted Commissioner Gordon. As the Batman allies. Gordon's danger to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend all the time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. The three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
A hit list. Its only use way to target the agents, though. Doubt he's sending them all puzzle. Hold on, let's just walk through it. Way I can have to watch.
Get yourself. Solve the Riddler's puzzle.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That wasn't around more. No didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match them both sides.
Tiffany.
It's a match.
Prizes. Bruce! Bruce! Tower. Riddler.
No connection there. No, the sounds have to match for this to work.
Bruce? Bruce!
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could actually lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say respond better to a more teal approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Wayne sought to parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Crappy tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be authority. Gordon.
I'll talk. It'll mean cat. Tell Wall on my way.
Oh, Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency, the whole precinct, pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. With no respect for the way we do things.
Not expecting problems, Detective. We're all on the same team.
Good to finally hear someone here say it.
I'd shout it from the rooftops if you acted like it was true.
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time. Riddler warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
Don't worry, Waller. We'll bring your agents back safe.
I appreciate the morale boost, Batman. But we have to find them first. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
That's why I'm here.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the Commissioner likes things by the book.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can be all about it after Nabel gives him. You know what you did to Carmine Falcone last year? Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk.
I'll get him to talk. Whatever it takes.
You and me, we're doers, Batman. We know how to get things done. Meet your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before. Get up and get in that goddamn chair. Probably best to keep this off the record. Unless you prefer me to leave it on. If you're worried what Gordon might think.
Keep it off.
Need anything else?
You might hear some screaming in a minute. Pretend you can't. Work with me, Eli. Maybe I can help you in return.
I'm so glad you're here. These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
Time's running out, Eli, so don't test it.
Just get me out of here.
Talk, and I'll think about it.
I can't!
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
I'm getting there, Waller. Just working up to it.
Good. Then I'll let you do your job.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before. The only thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
The only one getting hurt tonight is you. Tell me where Riddler is.
You can't beat him. He can kill any one of us anytime he wants. One phone call, all those agency guys are dead.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that could save me if I cross him.
Next, we start on the legs.
Hurting me does nothing. There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
Bruce, his fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
There's nothing you can do, Batman.
We'll see about that.
Wait, is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us!
You've got 90 seconds, Eli. Talk.
Batman, shut that thing off right now!
You're insane! You'll kill us all!
It's counting down, Eli. What are you going to do about it?
You're bluffing. There's cops outside this door.
You're gonna get us all killed!
Maybe. Maybe not. Are you willing to take the chance?
I'll tell you! Please, just make it stop! He's on a ship in Gotham Bay!
What ship?
The Lady of Dublin. The missiles are there too. It's where they're launched from. You're crazier than he is!
Oh, God damn!
The Lady of Dublin. Get back up and meet me there.
Batman. Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him, but I appreciate you holding back.
This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency...
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
You and your boss...
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
All your idiot colleagues, too. And it's hard to blame individuals for institutional incompetence.
We found him.
The agency has a history.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors.
A good spot for cover.
You're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking about?
You'll see what I mean soon. They might be angry I brought you here. They understand why. They'll recognize my brilliance. After all, I am uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see that.
Wait for it.
I'm sure you can understand. I get it. Sometimes my methods can appear a little unorthodox. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
my friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting on Lino.
Ready, Bruce.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right? Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
Don't think my compassion means I won't hurt you. Don't think I won't beat you within an inch of your life.
Hard to do that when you're in a cage. Even harder when you're dead. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens! I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's so-called hero will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all!
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go!
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die.
An answer. Or click, click, click!
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize.
Run! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Well armed. To fire.
The genius, Batman. Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to...
I am.
What are you... No! Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't... Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman. impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me. You might have bought yourself some time with that trick, but I had backup on the way. You're still going to die, just like everyone else who spars with me. You think you beat me? I'll show you! Ah! Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one, right?
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman. Can't be happening!
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear!
It's over, Riddler. Forward to a padded cell.
Congratulations. You did game to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Infestus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it? Must be an unbearable feeling.
Iman knew the risks. She would have endured anything to bring you down.
Sounds like good things to say about her. If only she could still hear you. I made you hurt and set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They didn't come.
You need better friends. The term thick as thieves, it's a lie.
I need smarter friends. They were all so small-minded. None of them had vision. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here. They broke the pact.
The pact?
Lock the ship down and radio for But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it. Riddler's a damn corpse. We got an agent bleeding from the ears. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you beat him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale. What were you thinking? How could you undermine me like that?
I did was a means to an end.
Leaving me to clean up a lawsuit and a PR mess. The trust between us, it's gone. Our partnership is over. No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you anymore.
You're being unreasonable, Gordon. You need my help protecting Gotham.
If what happened at the precinct is protecting Gotham, I want no part of it. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from me. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you. Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all.
My thoughts exactly. If you spent less time complaining, more done.
You son of a... After all the things we went through together?
That's enough, Commissioner. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down, much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.